Welcome to PC Building Simulator 2. I am your host, Big Jake 901, and if you're interested in checking out any of my YouTube content, you can do so by going to the link that is down in the description. In the last episode, well, we just kind of got started, but we found out some really bad news about our old workshop, and we did some jobs, and we left off needing to end the day, so that's where we need to start off today. But if you missed that episode, you should definitely go back and check it out. Now, for a quick refresher, we needed to end the day so we could get in this job from Cassante. Here it is in the email. I read through it in the last episode. We need to paint this case red. So let's go in the day, and we can get this job in, and we can get this case painted red for Cassante. This says, all in a day's work. Here you can end your day in advance to tomorrow. You don't need to buy any new parts yet, but in the future, you may need to check that you've ordered everything you need before going home. You can look at this calendar at any time to keep track of your job's deliveries, deadlines, and bills. All right, let's continue. And let's go ahead and end the day. Good morning. Hope you slept well. We have a busy day ahead. You accepted a job yesterday and the customer's PC has arrived. It needs to be painted red, so take it to your workbench and let's get spraying. Let's do that. So here it is. It's black right now, but we need to paint it red. It says to, whoa, well that just popped up out of nowhere. This says changing your workbench type. For this job, you will need to change and refit the workbench ready for case customization. Highlight the workbench and press B to change its type. All right, well, let me get over here to it and we will do that. Can we set this down first? This is the wrong bench type for the current job. Change the bench, press B while hovering over an empty bench. Okay, so we need to pick this up and then push B. So we need to go into case modding. And now we can set this down because we need to paint this red. So the customers requested that the entire case be painted red. Select the spray can to start painting. Let's do it. Let's make the nozzle size big. We'll select this red. They want it on the glass. Let's make this happen. Get this all painted up for Cassante. All right, there's one side. Here's the front. Get up here to the top. Make sure everything's covered. All right. Look at that. Nice work. All the sides are red and the job is complete. Now take the PC back to the delivery area, go to the customer's email, and collect your payment. I like the sound of that. Let's collect some payment. Go put this thing out here. And it is payment collecting time. We'll go into the email. Here's the one from Cassante. Let's collect it. There we go, $120. Not bad for just painting a case red. Not bad at all. Delivery received. Left click on the boxes in the hallway to unpack your delivery. The contents will be added to your inventory. All right, we also leveled up. Got some 6th and 7th gen Intel, some Ryzen quad cores, Zen 1st gen Ryzen processors, some 2666 RAM, A320 chipset, all kinds of stuff. LED RAM, look at all of this. Well done, and keep PC building. Will do. We'll take a look at this email in just a moment. This said something was out here for us in the hall. Oh, a tablet. This says a tablet that will assist you in managing your business. You can read emails, shop, run apps, etc., all while on the move. All right. Uncle Tim has sent you a brand new tablet to help run the business. Let's take a look and see what it does. So we push T to open up the tablet. It says, your new tablet is ready to use. It's packed with apps, has a snazzy camera, and can be used on the move to manage your time more effectively. If you're not sure where to start, check out the pre-installed Decorator app. Oh, the Decorator app. Big Bob has agreed to redecorate your workshop for free. You can change the floor, ceiling, walls, posters, desk, and many other features. Let's see what's available. Okay, so floor detected. So we can just kind of move this around. Poster. We will play with this probably in another episode, because we're going to want to change the way everything looks. I don't think we want to do that quite yet. I wanted to read this email. So let me come back in here. Let's take a look at this email. It says, I'm super stoked to see a new repair shop in town. Totally sucks what happened to the last one. I hope they catch the guy who did it. I think we already know who did it. I'm pretty sure it was Uncle Tim, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to be part of that lawsuit. Anyway, the air cooler in my computer is busted, and the whole thing is really uncool. Like, literally uncool. I can feel the heat coming off of it. Can you replace it for me? Hope you can help, Brody. So we need to replace an air cooler for Brody. Let's go ahead and accept that. It says some jobs require new, additional, or replacement components, so let's order a new air cooler for this customer's PC. When buying components, be careful to only buy components which are as good or better than those that the customer wants or already has. Okay, so close that. Open the shop. CPU cooling. So I guess this is what we're adding here. It says the task tracker allows you to allocate parts to specific jobs. This window can be brought up by interacting with the link icon in the checkout, delivery section, or inventory. Okay, so we can go ahead and assign it to the broken cooler job. We will confirm that, and we can go check out here. It says, well done, you've ordered a new part. You can use the calendar to check when the new part will arrive and find them in a box in the hallway once they get here. Okay. So if we want to find out when it's coming in, we can go check the calendar. Do we just click on the door? Oh, okay. So the air cooler is coming in tomorrow. So maybe we'll play with the decorator app just a little bit, and then we can end the day because we don't have anything left to work on. But this place is looking a little run down. I don't know. I kind of like the vibe that's happening in this place, though. Let's check out the decorator app just a little bit because it's still lit up. It wants us to do something. So we've got rustic. We've got a vintage ceiling. Oh, that's nice. Contemporary. Fancy. Futuristic. Oh, wow. The PC Building Simulator 1 ceiling. Good to know. Space and medieval. Oh, look at that. That's crazy. Medieval ceiling. Wow. We're currently on rustic. Oh, now it's detecting the wall. Let's go back to the ceiling. Let's do contemporary. Let's just make it a nice light color. And I already did contemporary walls. So should we just make the floor contemporary as well? There we go. At least it's nice and bright in here. I'm going to leave the desks alone. I think they look just fine right now. At least we messed with the decorator app. That's pretty much how it works. You can just change everything. You can swap out these pictures and you can swap out your workbenches and all of that stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's go in the day. Let's get the Wraith Prism cooler in so we can get this repair done and make some money. So this should be the fix. And then here's our parts. Let's grab that Wraith Prism cooler. Let me grab the fix. Bring this in here to one of the workbenches. It says you have the new air cooler, so now you just need to exchange it with the old one. To begin, click continue. All right, so we're going to remove this panel. These must be some long screws, or I'm just unscrewing them really slow. Let's get this old cooler off, and then we need to clean off all this old thermal paste. Ugh. There we go. Nice and clean. Now I'm sure we're going to put some fresh thermal paste on. Yep. Uh-oh. I put a little dot over there at the side. They got a little extra over there. Okay, CPU cooling, the new cooler. Let's get that installed and cabled up. There we go. Now we just need to put the side panel back on. And we should be ready to make sure this thing boots up. Okay, well done for successfully replacing the air cooler. Power up the PC and ensure it works before taking it to the delivery area. All right, so I think we just need to cable this up. And then we will power it on, make sure everything works. Because I definitely don't want to return a PC that doesn't work to a customer. All right, power. Let's make sure it boots. Hop over here to the screen. I think we're going to be all good, though. Maybe? There we go. There we go. All right. This is all done. We can take this and go put it in the delivery area. Then we should be able to collect some money for this, and maybe we'll even get some new jobs in. Let me close that out. Hop back into the email here. Oh yeah, we got some more jobs. Okay, so this one's done. Let's collect it. $196 profit. Can't complain about that. This is from Cassante. He says, much appreciation for the new case. It was exactly what I asked for. Well, it wasn't a new case. We just painted it red. Unfortunately, it was also so perfectly matched to the red I had used to paint the walls that I tripped over it and landed on my nose. My next project will be about the interface between technology and pain. I'm really feeling this one. Peace, Cassante. Oh man, so Cassante tripped over the case because he couldn't even see it next to his wall. That's kind of funny. All right, let's take a look at this one. It says, hello. Thanks so much for assisting with my virus problem. The computer did indeed seem to run more smoothly after your ministrations. However, I now find myself in the teeth of another difficulty. I have no idea what an SSD is. I wrongly assumed it to be a rather delicate medical issue. But a computer-literate friend assures me that mine has broken and needs to be replaced. He has kindly allowed me use of his laptop to send this missive, but I'm leery of trying his patience too far. Could you see your way clear to replacing the relevant part for me as soon as possible? Best wishes, G. Aubin. All right, so we need to replace the SSD in G. Aubin's PC. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's take a look at the stats here. So the SSD, let's see, where is it? Here we go. They've got an ADATA XPG SX950U. So let's do this, and we're going to go ahead and add it to the cart and assign it to this job. Let me minimize that. We don't need that open anymore. This has been accepted, so it should be on its way. Now let's take a look at this email. It says, what's up, mate? You good? I bought this PC for playing music at my house parties. Proper cool. We call him DJ Computer. DJ Computer into house. Whoop, whoop. Can you paint the outside case green so it contrasts with the sick red lights inside? But don't spray the glass because I want to see the bling. Cheers, Jay. So we need to paint this case green, but not the glass. I think we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. All right, let's hop back into the shop. We need to check out for this ADATA SSD to be replaced. So we're going to do next day delivery, which is free. Go ahead and buy that now. I'm going to close this out. Both of these should be on their way. So let me go into the day and we can get both of those jobs in and we can get to work on those. Okay, so the SSD is coming in the next day. Great. All right. So here's our two computers. This should be our SSD. Very nice. So this one is the fix. This is the replace the SSD. So let's do this one first. We'll bring this back here to the workbench. This says installing a new operating system. The customer needs you to replace a broken SSD, and this will also require the installation of a new operating system. Let's get started. Let's do it. What do we need to take off here? Get the side panel off and this SSD out. There we go. All right, install storage, new SSD that is not broken. Then we're going to cable that up. And we'll cable it to there. All right, so that should be good. Then we need to connect these cables next because that's what it would like us to do. And this one into the graphics card. Okay, install, removed components. Oh, they want us to put the side panel on. There we go. And now I bet we need to put a USB drive in. There. Power on. Let's hop over to the monitor, make sure everything installs correctly. All right, booting up. You've successfully replaced the broken SSD and installed a new operating system, OS. The PC can now be returned to the customer. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's go put this thing out in the hallway. We'll grab the other one that needs to be painted green. And not on the glass. And not on the glass. All right, so there's that. We need to paint this green. How about that green? Not on the glass. Let's do... Can I select that? There we go. Okay. So this will paint around the glass. Perfect. Get the front of the case painted green, the top, and this side. There we go. Nice green case. I think that was it that needed to be done for that one. So let's go put this one out here in the delivery area, and we should be able to collect some money from those two jobs. So we've got this fixed to replace the SSD. Let's collect that one. $210. Not a bad profit just from replacing an SSD. Okay, let's delete that. Then we've got this one to paint the case green. $200 just for paint the case green. That's not a bad deal either. That's not a bad deal either. Okay, we unlocked some new stuff. Let's see, we've got an ADATA SSD and some RAM and stuff. Okay. So let's see, this one needs a CPU. This one needs a GTX 970 or better. So let's read through this one real quick. This one says, "Hi, my computer's been behaving very erratically for the past few weeks. I've had boot errors, freezing blue screens, and other mysterious occurrences. The exorcist I called in told me that it's probably a faulty CPU and more likely to be in your field than his. If this is the case, could you please replace the CPU for me? Hopefully the holy water hasn't compounded the damage. I did leave it next to the radiator to dry. Thanks, M." So yeah, hopefully the holy water hasn't done anything else to this computer, but let's go ahead. Let's accept that one. And then let's take a look at these stats because we need to grab a new CPU for them. They've got a Ryzen 3 1300X. Let's go ahead and get one of those. There we go. And we'll just minimize this. And then let's take a look at this one. It says, "Do you do upgrades?" My best friend, well, second best, but it's a long story, just got a new GeForce GTX 970, and she's been going on and on about how great it is while I'm stuck on this old thing. I wouldn't mind, but she does this every time she gets something new, and it's so annoying. Like, okay, yes, we get you have more frames per second, but that doesn't make up for the fact that your team still has to carry you through every game. Have you not heard of playing the objective, Megan? Jesus. Anyway, I saved up my pocket money and did some garden work for my neighbors, and now I've finally got enough for my own GeForce GTX 970. I'm not fussed on what brand you use, but that ought to shut her up for a while. Can you help, Ellie? Okay, so we've got a parts budget of $650 to get a GTX 970 or better. So let's go ahead and accept that one. It says, "Many customers will ask you to upgrade components in their PCs. For most parts, you can do this by comparing details in the shop, but for graphics cards and processors, it's also worth checking the parts ranking app on your PC and tablet to make sure that the parts you select has an equivalent or higher rating than the one requested." Okay, well, I don't think we need to check part rating because it just says a 970 or better. So let's hop into the shop. Let's take a look at graphics cards, and then we're going to look for a 970. So we can pretty much get any of these, and I don't know if we've got anything any better than a 970. 1650 might be. We could check part ranking. So let's do this. 970. So anything above that would be better. So yeah, it's pretty much, I think this is just all we have access to right now. So pretty much a 970 is going to be it. So let's go back here. 970. Let's do the Shein GeForce GTX 970 Gamer XL, just because it has a higher core frequency than all the other ones. The MSI one would probably overclock better, but they didn't ask us to overclock. They only asked us for a 970. So let's get a 970. Let's go to the checkout. We've got the 1300X and the 970. I'm going to go ahead and buy it now. Let me close this out. These should be on their way. Let me go into the day. We can grab these, get these jobs done. Okay. So this should be our parts here. Excellent. And here's the fix. Let me go put this one back here. Get the side panel opened up. All we need to do is replace the CPU. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, because this is a huge case. There we go. And CPU processors. So this one is broken. This one is not. So let me get the new one installed. And then we need some thermal paste. There we go. And finally, their CPU cooler. Then I can cable this up and make sure this boots. Oh, that's right. I've got to plug it in. Let me actually close this huge open door. It's kind of in my way. Now we can make sure it boots. Let's see. I think we're going to be all good. Maybe. There we go. Their system's a little on the slow side, but it's up and working now, and it's done. So let me go put this out here in the delivery area, and then we've got the upgrade to put in a 970 or better. So let me get this side panel off. There we go. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Get this PCI lock off of here. And we'll get their graphics card out, whatever this is. Okay, new graphics card. So they've got a 750 Ti that was in there. We're going to put in a 970 Gamer XL of the same brand. We will get that screwed down. We do need to cable this up. There we go. And then I'm going to zoom out and go ahead and cable all of this up while I'm cabling. There we go. Then back here to remove components, the PCI lock can go back on. And I think we're going to be all set, so I'm going to go ahead and install this side. There we go. Okay, power. Let's make sure it works, and I think we'll be all good. All right. That one is done. Let's go put this one out in the delivery area and we can collect some money. Okay, so here is the replace the CPU. Let's collect that one. A $245 profit, not bad. And I hit level 3. Very cool. Storefront unlocked. You can now renovate the storefront, allowing you to build and sell your own PCs. Check your email for details. We're going to have to do that in the next episode, but we will definitely check that out. Okay, so for the upgrade to a 970 or better, let's collect that. $540 profit. That's not a bad deal. Okay, we've got some new parts that have come in, some cases, some CPUs, and some RAM. Very nice. We've now unlocked Kaby Lake X processors, Ryzen 6 core CPUs, 2nd gen Zen Ryzen processors, 3200, 3600, 3733, and 4000 megahertz RAM, as well as colored cables. Very, very nice. So here's the email that we're going to look at in the next episode that will allow us to upgrade our storefront, so we can check that out. But for now, we're going to close that out, and I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as another video goes live. Also, there are other creators making content for PC Building Simulator's channel. Be sure to go check out all the content that is available. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.